Today we celebrate the feast of the baptism of the Lord, the official end of the Christmas season. December 25th. It seems like 1,000 years ago, doesn't it? December 25th, we started Christmas, of course, with the celebration of Jesus' birth. And now we have moved through these days to a point where Jesus is ready to accept the ministry that the Father has given to him. And so these past few weeks, beginning with birth, now end, but actually begin with rebirth. So think about it. First, December 25th, we accept Jesus into the world. He comes to us as a small child, but he comes with great promise and with great hope. And people from everywhere come to him, the shepherds and even magi from the east. And now, at the end of this Christmas season, he is reborn into ministry, into going out and really making known the kingdom that God, his Father, will establish. So once again, birth to rebirth, December 25th to baptism of the Lord. His entire reason for coming is begun this day, because now he will go out into the world to proclaim the good news. But he also passes that on to us. On December 25th, we got together with family and friends, came to church, celebrated that day. And now we come to this day, the Feast of the Baptism of the Lord, to find out, just like Jesus did, what our ministry is about. We are beloved sons and daughters. We then are called to go out as Jesus did and be people of hope, be people of the good news, be people of healing, be people of joy. And so throughout Jesus' ministry and throughout our time as ministers of God, we will proclaim the good news of the Lord. And Jesus in the Gospels does this all the time. He is telling people that there is a rebirth that can happen in each and every life. For example, there is Zacchaeus. You remember the story of Zacchaeus. He's too short to see over the crowd, so he climbs up into a tree. And Jesus passes by and says, "Zacchaeus, today I'm going to your house." And of course, Zacchaeus, very surprised, goes home and prepares his home for Jesus to come. And then says to Jesus, "If I have stolen anything," that's a big if. He has stolen stuff. If anybody says that to you, if I've taken anything, they already have. So, Zacchaeus is saying, yes, I have been dishonest in the past, but now is my day of rebirth. And he says, whatever I have taken, I will pay back fourfold. And so Zacchaeus is reborn. And also Zacchaeus is now pushed out into ministry. We don't read anything more about Zacchaeus, but I think it's important to say that probably Zacchaeus went out into the world and probably proclaimed the good news, just as Jesus would want him to do. And then there's another example, Bartimaeus, beggar sitting by the side of the road, a blind man, and he shouts out, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." And the people around him are telling him, "Keep quiet. Jesus doesn't want to talk to you." Those people are obstacles to him. But he shouts out all the louder, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." Jesus calls him and asks, "What do you want me to do for you?" And Bartimaeus, one very simple thing, "I want to see." Jesus gives him his sight, but the last part of the gospel is extremely important. It says that Bartimaeus got up and followed him on the way. So Bartimaeus, too, is reborn. Not just having his sight back, though that is one part of it, but Bartimaeus also is reborn to follow Jesus on the way. And so we also, too, as we come to this day and recall our baptism, I would imagine most of us don't remember it, but every single year on this day we celebrate the fact that we are called, just like Bartimaeus, to follow Jesus on the way. Just like Zacchaeus, we're called to reform our lives and reach out to other people in joy. Certainly there are many more examples. St. Paul, the apostles, all of them were living their lives and then they were reborn. by knowing Jesus, by being called to follow him. Some, however, in the Gospels did reject him. Remember the Pharisees, the Sadducees. Remember the rich young man who comes to Jesus and asks very seriously, what do I have to do to gain eternal life? And Jesus tells him, sell all you have and follow me. And the rich young man turns his back and leaves. Can't do it. But we all are here because we have accepted that baptism, because we have accepted the Lord's invitation to follow him each and every day. And so we came with joy and a great deal of hope on December the 25th, knowing that Jesus is born into our lives to give us life, to give us joy on that wonderful day. But also, too, we come to this day, the last day of the Christmas season, to recall the importance of our baptism, the importance of our ministry, to reach out in faith, hope, and love to the people who are around us. Jesus calls us to new life, new service, new joy. And so, with a great deal of joy in our hearts, we celebrate the rebirth of the Lord and also our own